abundance, and gratitude to all. Now, this is a certified doctor. Now, mind you, y'all know these titles doesn't mean anything to me because I actually do the research, so therefore I can speak on it on my own. However, a lot of people out here need medical certificates in order for them to respect or value someone's scientific analysis. So let me just say this to you. For all the people out here that want to continue to perpetuate the idealism of the complex cell and its creator, whereas though now they telling you that semen retention is good for men, that when it comes down to having fruitless sex with women that you don't have intentions with, a woman that you have intentions with, a woman that you want to carry on your bloodline, a woman that you want your daughter to reflect and or be just as good as her or even better than the woman that you have children with. That woman there that you are consistently having sex with is healthy. When you are having fruitless sex with women and is barbaric sex, is drunk sex, is intoxicating sex, that there is unhealthy. But when you are having sex with the person that you want a future with, to grow a family with, that is something and totally completely different. Sex is healthy for men. It releases our stress hormones. It doesn't allow as much cortisol to be released inside of the body. It pumps up your testosterone. It makes men more creative. It has us more at peace, more relaxed. And a man that has a relaxed, stable, and peaceful mind is a dangerous man because now he's not allowing the world to think for him. He's actually thinking outside of the world in which we are living in. So he can see the forest beyond the trees.
If men went months without sleeping or eating, we'd call it a medical emergency. But when men go months without sex, everyone just shrugs and says that's just life, isn't it? Well, long-term lack of intimacy quietly changes a man's hormones, his nervous system, his mood, the way he loves, even his lifespan. And most men don't realize it, and most women have never been actually told what actually happens inside a man's body when intimacy disappears completely. Men with long gaps show lower morning testosterone, more irritability, and less drive for everything. And your body feels it. When testosterone drops, so does motivation, optimism, confidence, energy, and initiative. So when men say they feel more grounded or centered or like myself again or connected after consistent sex, that's not manipulation. That's endocrinology. Let's talk about cortisol, the stress hormone that rises when touch disappears. See, cortisol rises when you're stressed, when you're lonely or touch deprived. That oxytocin, the bonding increases. Cortisol drops, that stress hormone drops. But when intimacy disappears, testosterone drops, cortisol or the stress hormone rises, motivation decreases, irritability increases, and those bonding circuits weaken. He becomes distant. This sets the stage for one of the most painful cycles men face: the silent spiral of sexual drought. Next is the confidence crash. So confidence crash leads to the emotional withdrawal, and when a man feels unwanted, he protects himself. He becomes quieter, he stops initiating, he pulls back emotionally, stops offering affection, disconnects, he's not showing up like he used to, not because he doesn't necessarily care, but because he's trying to shield himself from more rejection. And then that less communication leads to even less intimacy. It becomes a vicious cycle, and now the cycle feeds himself. He feels undesired, so he withdraws. He withdraws, then she feels or he feels disconnected. The partner feels disconnected, and then everyone feels disconnected, so everybody's pulling away.
So when you hear certain people talk about semen retention, that's because these people are already burnt out from having fruitless sex with people they really didn't want to be with, or the person really didn't want to be with them. You see what I'm saying to you? Because when you are having healthy sex with your partner, from a male to a female, physical health benefits, your cardiovascular health is even improved, lower your blood pressure, your immune system is boosted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, prostate health is even more important, because now it reduces your prostate from swelling up out of control. These are things that are very healthy. It releases dopamine, oxytocin. These are hormones or chemicals are hormones that are flowing through your body that allow you to be at a relaxed state, peaceful mind, whereas though that you can think and bring your visions to reality. So for the men that be talking about, oh, semen retention, but yet you want to hang around a bunch of men, or you want to semen retention, oh, you want to play a bunch of video games, or you just want to fall back and play around in certain crowds. Them type of people right there are people that are lost. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because they don't have any true intentions when it comes down to dealing with the woman that they want. They don't want a future. You just want to have sex. If you just want to have sex, okay, that's something different. But when you want to build a family, or you want the person that you really want in your life, that person, when you have sex with that person consistently, you sleep better. Your heart health is better. Your immune system is better. It helps with your prostates. It helps with your relaxation of your mind, your clarity. You're able to make clear and concise decisions. This is something that I know because it works for me, and I understand, and I know how I feel when I go for a long period of time and I'm not having sex. I know the feeling, because we deal with the world differently and see the world differently than the average woman does. So the average woman doesn't see stress and danger in the world. However, men that are dealing with the world from a realistic point of view, we're dealing with the world. We see the dangers, the problems, the chaos, the manipulation. We see all of that in this world, but they don't. So I don't have time to hear people talk about semen retention. That's because you are dealing with people that really didn't have any good intentions with you. And they're, because they didn't have any good intentions with you, now you have a problem with them. So stop using nigga science to cover up your inability to actually want to create a family with a woman and making excuses all of the time. I understand that the most important decision that a man will make is the woman that he chooses to have a family with. That is the most important decision he will ever make in his life. I completely understand that, but stop trying to mask up the fact that you are sleeping with multiple women to say, oh, you need to practice semen retention now. No, because the person that you are with and you genuinely care for, and they genuinely care for you, and you want the family with them to break generational curses, you want a bloodline that breaks generational curses, you two will be having healthy sex. It will be good for your mental and physical state of mind. And having sex with women that's with a healthy man that cared for them reduces her stress, reduces her anxiety, and it actually boosts her immune system. First, it weakens her immune system, but it also makes her immune system stronger. Abundance and gratitude to all. That's science facts. That's not a personal feelings.